Welcome back to College Football Live. We continue our look at teams to watch in 2012. It's Georgia today. Jesse, let's take a look at losses. First, tight end Orson Charles, 6'3", 241 pounds, 45 catches.
Very rare athletic ability at the tight end position. Had the speed to stretch defenses vertically and horizontally. Even caught screen passes in this offense. Because defenses had to respect his ability, it opened up a lot of one-on-one matchups for quarterback Aaron Murray on the outside of the field.
You talk about respect, had to respect Brandon Boykins, who also leaves, graduating.
It might be a very long time before Georgia finds as versatile an athlete as Brandon Boykin, not only because of his coverage skills on defense, but 5 return touchdowns throughout his career on special teams. Began playing offense this year, where he had 3 touchdowns as well. A very special player.
Aaron Murray is back, a very important piece, their quarterback. In his second season, he threw for 2,861 yards with a 58.8% completion rate. Also broke the single-season school record for touchdown throws with 33. And Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray joins us now on College Football Live. Aaron, it's been a few weeks since that last bowl game. I know the season didn't end how you had wanted, but have you had a chance to sort of look back and think, how would you sum up your season?
It was a pretty good season. I think we definitely made some strides throughout the season, especially starting off the way we did, going 0-2 those first 2 games, and then coming back and win 10 in a row. And, you know, obviously the season didn't end the way we wanted to, losing the last 2 games, but we're a very young team. We got a lot of guys returning next year, and like I said earlier, we definitely made progress throughout the year. I think we learned a lot, and then we just have to use that this all season and work hard and use that as motivation to get ready for next season. What's
the biggest thing that you learned?
Just how to deal with adversity. You know, coming off a season the year before where we had a losing record and then come out and lose 2 games. You know, we could have easily pitched 10 and given up and like, oh, here we go again. But, you know, our guys stepped up. We continued to work hard. We worked hard in practice in the film room, and we saw the results when we won those 10 games.
You talk about losses, and those last 2 to LSU, obviously, in the SEC title game, and then the bowl game to Michigan State. They say you always learn something in a loss. What did you learn as a team from those 2 losses?
I think going back to the LSU game, I think we learned that you have to capitalize on your opportunities. You know, we felt we had a few opportunities early to put some points on the board, and we didn't do that. And when you play great teams like that, you're going to have few opportunities. And like I said, you have to capitalize on them. And then in the bowl game, we just didn't finish. You know, we had our chance to knock them out, to finish the game, and we didn't do that.
When people look at you as a quarterback and they put your numbers up there and some gaudy numbers is on the plus side, on the negative side, they talk about these poor performance moments for you, game-changing moments, catastrophic type of things like the pick sixes or maybe some late fumbles, like in the Michigan State game. What do you have to change to make sure those things don't happen?
Oh, I have a lot of work left to do. You know, I still have to continue reading up on the playbook, making sure I know the plays inside and out, just as good as Coach Bobo and Coach Rick do, or know them. And I got to continue working on my footwork, and the biggest thing is my accuracy. Like I said, I just got to get back and then work hard this offseason and get ready to make improvements and have a better year next year.
Aaron Murray, good luck in 2012. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And Aaron Murray, you know, admitting that there's room for improvement. How good can he be in this 3rd year there?
I think he can be outstanding, and I think Aaron Murray's a big reason why Georgia should be considered a preseason top 5 selection at the start of next year. He's got all the tools you look for in a successful quarterback. He's experienced. He'll be a junior as a 2-year starter already under his belt. You mentioned the 35 touchdown passes last year, already a school record. However, he was at times careless with the football. Threw 14 interceptions last season. Head coach Mark Richt told me yesterday, next year he wants his football team to lead the SEC in turnover margin. Ball security falls on Aaron Murray's shoulders, but it also falls on the shoulders of some of his teammates. And here's an example from the Outback Bowl against Michigan State. Take a look at Tavares King at the bottom of the screen running a deep curl route. Aaron Murray's going to be forced out of the pocket. Scramble rules now in effect. King expected to fight back to his quarterback, give him a place to go with the football. There's a miscommunication. He thought the quarterback was running, and it's an interception. These sorts of mistakes are inexcusable so late in the season. Now, I also think Georgia has to get better in the drop-back passing game without the benefit of the play action. A big part of that is Aaron Murray, like he even admitted, getting more accurate with the football, pinpoint type throws, and avoiding the catastrophic type plays. On this play, trying to find Michael Bennett in the slot and a quick out throw, Aaron Murray understands the corner is going to charge this pass. If he throws it out in front, at worst it's a 4-yard completion and a tackle. Instead, it's a pick six. That's the 4th pick six of the season thrown by Aaron Murray. Now, when you look around Aaron Murray, loads of talent coming back for this Georgia offense. Their top 5 wide receivers return. Their top 5 running backs return. They have 2 freshmen coming in that'll push starter Isaiah Crowell for playing time. The biggest question mark for this Georgia offense is on the offensive line. The biggest O-line in football, college or pro, average 329 pounds per player. They lose 3 starters. That's where this team's going to have to improve.
The one good thing perhaps on their side, the defense.
No doubt.
Returning guys as well, and a top 5 defense. And I talk about returning. Jarvis Jones is back, linebacker there to lead the defense. He led the SEC, ranked 5th in the nation with 13.5 sacks in 2011, the 2nd highest total in school history. He's impressive, but don't just take my word for it.
Sacked again by Jarvis Jones. Oh my goodness.
You don't know if he's going to beat you with speed. He's very athletic, so he can beat you inside, outside.
Jarvis does it again.
He just has natural strength. I mean, there's times when he might just bull rush a lineman, just knocks him over completely.
He's like a Clay Matthews sort of guy, a relentless guy.
Newells, but Jarvis Jones.
I want to hit your quarterback, and I'm going to get him. No matter how many times I rush, at one point I'm going to get him. You know he's pretty special when you go to USC and start as a freshman and be able to play as a freshman.
He had to sit out a year for the transfer rules. Once he got healthy enough to get going again, he was on our scout team and wreaking havoc.
He frustrated us. I mean, he was getting the linemen mad because they couldn't block him.
I don't know how many times we had to repeat the play because Jarvis was making plays. He was throwing the offensive lineman down.
Jarvis Jones have a snack in the backfield.
I don't even know what percentage of his potential we're seeing right now, but I know it's not near 100. But to this point, he's been pretty good.
Pretty good and a leader there. They returned 10 of 11 starters on defense. How good can the defense be?
This defense can be great when you consider 10 starters coming back to a unit that allowed only 268 yards a game last season under third-year defensive coordinator Todd Grantham. Everyone's going to talk about Jones, 13.5 sacks, and because of that success, he'll have more attention next year. Going to have to fight more double teams. Production rushing the passer will have to come from other people. I think the strength of this unit is going to be in the secondary. Everybody talking about losing Brandon Boykin at cornerback, but Bakari Rambo was a first-team AP All-American after registering 8 interceptions. 4 starters expected to start in the back end of this defense. Everyone's going to talk about LSU and Alabama next year on defense. Georgia, this could be the best defense in the entire country next year.
You mentioned LSU and you mentioned Alabama. Those are 2 schools that Georgia doesn't even have to face. When you look at their, when you look at their schedule, thanks to expansion, they're getting a lot of help.
Second straight year, they do not have to play LSU. They do not have to play Alabama. They do not have to play Arkansas. I think in the big picture, when you take a look at the quarterback and Aaron Murray, the defense, which we just talked about, this schedule, and the fact that there is tremendous continuity on this coaching staff, one of the few teams in the SEC that did not lose a coach to another program. This is a Georgia team that has the ability not only to win the SEC championship, they could compete to be the 7th straight SEC team to win a BCS national championship. It's the perfect storm.
It is one of those moments, the carrot's dangling. Can they just grasp it there? We've got more coming up for you here on College Football Live. He was the best at Michigan State, but what kind of impression has B.J. Cunningham made on NFL scouts? Todd McShay joins us with the latest from the East-West Shrine Game.